The story begins with a car stopping outside a forest in America. The first person to step out is Natalie, who is the girlfriend of a man named Tyler. He has brought her here today to propose to her. Both of them are excited and happy. Tyler tells Natalie that not many people come to this forest, which makes it special. He says they'll have fun and explore places no one has ever been to. Natalie feels a little nervous hearing this, but Tyler assures her there's nothing to worry about. He even has a map of the whole forest. Carrying their belongings, they walk into the forest together. This is where the real adventure begins, and things will slowly start to get scary, so keep watching to see what happens next. Natalie records everything as they explore. After hiking all day, they find a nice spot to set up their camp. Before it gets dark, Tyler goes to catch some fish, and Natalie joins him. Tyler feels this is the perfect moment to propose. He takes out a ring and asks Natalie to marry him. She gets emotional, as she wasn't expecting it. She happily says yes, and they enjoy a lovely moment together. At night, Tyler places a small vial near their campsite. It's meant to alert them if any animal comes close. After setting everything up, both he and Natalie go to sleep. But later that night, Natalie hears a strange sound. She wakes Tyler, but he tells her not to worry. This is a forest, and the wind often makes strange noises. However, after a while, Tyler hears something too. Curious, he steps outside the tent and sees that someone, or something, has cut all the wires around their camp. Yet there's no one in sight. He wonders if it could have been an animal. Just as he's thinking this, something suddenly grabs Natalie and drags her into the forest. It all happens so fast that neither Tyler nor we can see what it was. The darkness makes it impossible for Tyler to know where she was taken. From that moment, his mind begins to break. People begin to think Tyler has gone mad. He starts talking about strange things and no one believes him. A whole year passes and there's still no sign of Natalie. Tyler is kept in a rehab center, but there's no improvement in his condition. Eventually, his mother decides to bring him home. Even now, a year later, Tyler can't stop thinking about that night. He tells his mother that people believe a bear took Natalie, but he doesn't believe that. He says it couldn't have been a bear. He still hears Natalie's screams in his ears, as if she's calling for help. Tyler believes he won't be at peace until he finds out what really happened to her. He tells his mother he has to return to the forest to search for answers. His mother understands that her son won't heal until he faces whatever is haunting him, so she doesn't stop him. Instead, she tells him she's with him and he can ask her for help anytime. After that, Tyler goes to his room and starts looking through the photos that Natalie had taken on the day she disappeared. As he scrolls through them, something catches his eye. Something strange in the background of one photo. It's not an animal and it's not a person. It's something else. Something that raises Tyler's suspicions. That's when he makes up his mind. This time he's going back to the forest fully prepared to find either Natalie's killer or Natalie herself. He believes she's still alive, surviving somewhere deep in the woods. Tyler drives to the exact same spot where he and Natalie had parked the car a year ago. But unlike before, this time he comes equipped. A loaded gun, camping supplies, and determination burning in his eyes. As he hikes deeper into the forest, he starts to see warning signs telling people not to go any further. But Tyler doesn't care. He keeps going. Along the way, he spots something chilling. Skeletons hanging from trees. He has no idea who put them there, but he knows one thing. This isn't the work of an ordinary person. Later, while drinking water, he notices a massive footprint near the riverbank. It's fresh, and it's definitely not human. Tyler believes this could belong to the same creature that took Natalie. He quickly pulls out his rifle, ready to shoot if he sees it again. But hours pass, and he sees nothing. As night approaches, he heads to a waterfall to fill his water bottle. Behind him, something silently moves past. When Tyler turns back to his camp area, he realizes all his gear is missing. Someone or something is messing with him, trying to scare him off. But Tyler refuses to back down. With no supplies left to make a tent, he returns to his car and decides to sleep inside. That night it happens. The creature, the one he's been searching for, attacks his car. It slams into it, trying to break in or frighten him. Tyler grabs his gun and starts firing, but the creature vanishes into the darkness before he can land a shot. Morning comes. Tyler is shaken but alive. Just then, a man named Johnny appears. Tyler is stunned, but also relieved. The sight of another person gives him hope, maybe even a second chance to uncover the truth. Johnny tells Tyler, "I'm a hunter. I heard the sound of your gunshots and came to check. Don't panic. Being alone out here isn't safe. This forest is huge. Come with me. I've got supplies and a safe place to stay." Tyler senses Johnny is being honest, so he agrees to go with him. Still, after everything that happened, he feels uneasy. They head to Johnny's tent, where they share some food and water. While they sit and talk, Johnny says, "I've read about you. I remember what happened a year ago. When I saw you near the car, it all came back. Just as I was approaching, I saw a large creature running away from the area. Maybe it was a bear, but Tyler cuts in. It's not a bear. I came here to find out what it really was. But why are you here? Hunters stopped coming to this forest years ago. Johnny lowers his voice and replies, that's exactly why I'm here. I want to know why they stopped. The government used to send hunters here regularly. It was useful for them, but now no one comes. I think something's being hidden from us. I've been hearing strange sounds coming from deep in the forest. Hearing that, Tyler remembers. Natalie had also heard strange noises the night she vanished. That was the moment everything started. After a while, Johnny invites Tyler to come deeper into the forest with him. As they walk further in, Johnny leads him to a tree with an eerie sight, a human skeleton hanging from it. When I was a kid, Johnny says, I used to come here with my father. We had freedom to explore most of the forest, but we were warned never to go past this tree. The people around here say this skeleton is centuries old, and beyond this point, things exist that are beyond human understanding. Tyler stares at the skeleton, a chill running down his spine. He knows now, whatever he's searching for lies beyond that tree, but he also knows that's where the real terror begins. Hearing that, Tyler replies, I went past that tree this morning. Johnny's face turns serious. You should never go beyond that point, he warns. I'm telling you, there's something in this forest. I don't think it's from our world. Maybe it came from another time, another era, and it's been here ever since, surviving by hunting humans. His words send a chill down Tyler's spine. As the sun begins to set, the two start walking back toward their tent, but something's wrong. When they reach their campsite, their tent is completely destroyed. The fire has been put out, and their belongings are scattered. Johnny stares at the mess, his face pale. Whatever this thing is, it's watching us, he whispers. And I'm sure of one thing, it hates fire. Suddenly, they hear that strange, unearthly sound again. It echoes through the forest like a low growl mixed with a whisper. The hair on their arms stands up. Both Tyler and Johnny quickly pull out their guns, eyes darting around, ready for anything. Danger could come from any direction. As they move cautiously through the trees, Johnny suddenly stops. The tree, he says, pointing. The one with the skeleton. It's gone. Tyler looks and sees he's right. The tree is no longer there. This is a curse, Johnny says shakily. That skeleton wasn't just for show. My ancestors said it was sealed with thousands of spells to keep that creature from crossing. But now, it's free. It can go anywhere, even where humans have never stepped before. Just then, Tyler spots something darting through the trees. Without thinking, he runs after it. Johnny chases after him, shouting for him to stop. Suddenly, Tyler disappears from view. He's fallen into a pit. Johnny rushes to the edge and looks down. His heart drops. The pit is filled with human skeletons, dozens of them. Skulls, bones, torn clothes, all piled together. Whatever hunts this forest has been bringing its prey here for a long time. Tyler is bloodied from the fall but still conscious. Gritting his teeth, he grabs his gun and climbs to his feet, determined to keep going. But then, a sharp thud. A rock flies out of nowhere and hits Johnny's leg, breaking the bone with a sickening crack. He screams in pain and falls to the ground. Tyler, panicking, starts firing blindly in the direction the rock came from. But after a few shots, he realizes something terrifying. He's just wasting bullets. Tyler knows that the first thing he must do is get Johnny to safety. Without wasting a second, he lifts him up, supporting his weight as they move through the dense forest. After walking a long distance, Tyler finds a somewhat safe spot and carefully lays Johnny down. When he checks the injury, his worst fear comes true. Johnny's leg bone has snapped and pierced through the skin. It's a serious break, and fixing it won't be easy, but Tyler can at least try to reduce the pain. He gives Johnny some painkillers and reassures him softly. I'll be back. I have to go back to that pit. My bag was there. I need the supplies. Johnny grabs his arm weakly and warns him, don't go alone. You won't survive. But Tyler is determined. If I don't go, he says, we'll both die here. He gives Johnny a few bullets for protection, then heads back toward the pit, careful and alert. Using every bit of caution and strategy, he makes his way to the place where the skeletons were. He retrieves his bag and begins heading back when something catches his eye. A glimmer on the forest floor. He bends down and picks it up. It's the ring. The same ring he gave Natalie when he proposed. Memories flood back. The smile on her face, the joy, the laughter, the love. His hands tremble. Tears well up in his eyes, but then he feels it. That cold, heavy feeling behind him. He knows without looking, the demon is there. He doesn't dare turn around. He runs, fast, focused, fear burning in his chest. He makes it back to Johnny and immediately begins tending to his wound. The bone is still sticking out. Tyler takes a deep breath, pours alcohol over the leg, then pushes the bone back in. Johnny screams silently, his teeth clenched, fists shaking in agony. "Don't make a sound," Tyler whispers. "If he hears us, he'll know we're vulnerable." Once the bone is set, Tyler wraps the wound tightly with a strip of cloth from his shirt. Johnny is pale but conscious. Tyler supports him again, and together they make their way to the edge of a nearby lake. There, Tyler catches some fish, builds a fire, and tends to Johnny's injury again. They sit close to the flames, knowing it's the only thing keeping the creature away. All night they stay near the lake, feeding the fire, never letting it die, because now they know one thing for sure. The demon is watching, and it fears the fire. As they sit near the lake, Johnny turns to Tyler and says with sincerity, "Thank you for not leaving me behind. You could have saved yourself, but you didn't. You saved my life." Tyler nods quietly, but before either can say more, a strange sound echoes through the trees. Both freeze. Johnny quickly grabs a flashlight and shines it toward a nearby tree. For just a moment, they see it, a glimpse of the demon, a tall, terrifying figure, barely human in shape. It stands just at the edge of the light, staring at them, unable to come closer because of the fire. That night, neither of them sleeps. They keep the fire strong, their weapons ready. The creature watches but never moves closer. When morning finally comes, Tyler checks Johnny's leg again, cleans the wound, and catches more fish. While they eat, Tyler finally opens up. "I love Natalie more than anything," he says, eyes distant. "The night she vanished, I searched everywhere. I screamed her name until I lost my voice. Even the police couldn't find her. It was like she was swallowed by the forest." Johnny listens, then quietly shares his own loss. "I had a dog, my best friend, smart, loyal. One day he ran into this forest and never came back. I waited, searched, but deep down, I knew." Days go by like this, nights by the fire, days filled with tension and survival. But after so long, and still no sign of hope, Tyler begins to break. "What if she's gone?" he whispers one evening. "What if I've just been chasing a ghost?" Johnny looks at him seriously. "Then it's time you stop chasing and start surviving. You're here because of her, but you can't let that kill you." Tyler sighs, lost in thought. That's when Johnny speaks again. "Let's make a plan. We need to reach the car. We can't stay here forever." Tyler hesitates. The path back passes through the demon's territory, but Johnny is ready to take the risk, and finally Tyler agrees. They prepare to move at night. They set up one last camp. As the fire burns, Johnny says, "You sleep, I'll keep watch." But that was a lie. Late that night, Johnny quietly leaves. He leaves behind his cap, his silent goodbye, because he knows he's too slow. He doesn't want to drag Tyler down. He'd rather sacrifice himself so Tyler can live. The next morning, Tyler wakes and sees the cap by the fire. He instantly understands. Johnny left, alone. Without wasting time, Tyler grabs his rifle and follows the trail. Along the way, he sees drops of blood. Too many. Panic sets in. Then he hears it. Johnny's scream. Tyler runs toward the sound, crashing through trees until he reaches a horrifying sight. The demon, towering, humanoid, and monstrous. It's feasting on Johnny's flesh. Tyler screams and fires, but misses. The demon turns. The fight begins. It grabs Tyler and hurls him like a rag doll. He crashes into trees, the world spinning, but he survives. Bruised, bloodied, but burning with rage, Tyler rises. He won't run this time. He's done running. Natalie, Johnny, all the pain, all the loss. It's time for revenge. Now he begins to form a plan. One final stand to end this nightmare, or die trying. First, Tyler returned to his camp and built a large, roaring fire. Using sharp sticks and branches, he crafted makeshift weapons. Then at sunrise, he made his move. He reached his car, the same one he and Natalie had parked a year ago. From the trunk, he pulled out 2 gas cans. He poured one in a wide circle around the car, creating a fiery trap, and left the other can nearby. Then he started blasting the horn, loud, relentless, echoing through the trees. The demon heard it. As it approached, Tyler stood firm, heart pounding. When the creature came close, Tyler lit the fire. Flames burst upward. The gas ignited in a massive explosion. Fire surrounded the car, trapping the demon in a wall of heat. It screamed, a sound that could freeze blood. As it caught fire and tried to escape into the woods, Tyler didn't stop. He raised his gun and fired wildly, over and over. The bullets tore into the burning figure until finally it collapsed. Silence. But Tyler was badly wounded. Limping, bleeding, half-conscious, he staggered toward the road. There, by pure luck, passing hikers saw him and rushed him to the hospital. When Tyler finally opened his eyes, a man was sitting beside his bed. His name was Cyrus. "I've heard everything you said," Cyrus began, "about the demon. It's all true." Tyler blinked, confused. "But I killed it." Cyrus shook his head. "No, you heard it, but it's not dead. And now it's angrier than ever." He leaned in closer. "We're part of a cult. Not the kind you're thinking. We hunt things like that. We've existed for centuries, and we need people like you. Brave people, survivors. Cyrus looked him in the eye. Will you join us? The screen fades to black before Tyler can answer. But the questions remain. Will Tyler join the cult? Who are these mysterious people really? Guardians or something darker? And what about Natalie? Was she taken? Is she still alive somewhere in that forest? Or something else now? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This story isn't over. A new chapter is coming. Until then, stay safe, stay curious. See you in the next video. Peace out.